Alrighty, welcome to tag day 11 where we are going over 7.9a, which is volume. So we're actually going to review how to calculate both the area of the prism and then we're going to look into the volume. So if we look at our shape, it says what is the volume of the triangular prism shown below? So we have a prism identified in the problem, but we also have another shape within our star chart that's called a pyramid. So prisms and pyramids are not the same. But what is the difference? Well, we know that pyramids have a flat base and come together at a point, but do prisms do that too? No, prisms are unique in that they have two congruent and opposite bases. And the base of the prism gives the shape its name. So, what shape is the base of our triangular prism? Well, it would have to be a triangle because it is identified in the name of the shape. And so if I look at the prism, I see that there is a triangular base here and a triangular base here, therefore showing the congruent and opposite bases. Well, what if the shape was called a rectangular prism? What would the base then be? Well, a rectangle. So we also have hexagonal prisms, we have octagonal prisms, and so on and so forth. So it is very important that we look at the name of the shape, which will then help us identify the base. Okay, so we have our problem. We are getting ready to find the volume. And so I am going to see first what the volume formula is for our prism. So I see that we have prism volume equals capital BH. I remember that capital B stands for the area of the base. So it actually represents a calculation with the area formula first, and then we substitute that to find or to then multiply it by the height of the 3D shape. And that's probably the trickiest part is because we see B's and H's everywhere. But it's going to be super important that we know which piece goes at which point, right? The order matters. So if we are going to then look at our area of the base, right? The area of the base is a triangle. So I see that the base shape is a triangle, not necessarily visually, but because of the name. Remember, again, that note. And so if I draw the triangle out, I see that it has also a base of 8 and a height of 3. And so that's why it can be very tricky. I don't know why this happens. I'm so sorry. It can be very tricky to see which piece belongs where, given that we use a lot of the same terms to label them. So I need to find the area of the base, which is a triangle. Therefore, I need to use area equals 1/2 base times height. And I already know what the base and height of this triangular base is. So 8 and 3. And so remember, I can always deal with the 1/2 first, especially with even numbers, which gives me 4 because half of 8 is 4. And then 4 times 3 is 12. So the area of the triangle or the area of this base, big B, is 12 centimeters squared. Now, does that answer my question? It does not. It is purely the part that we are going to substitute in for big B. And now the height of the prism is how tall it is, right? So I see that it is 13 centimeters tall, and sometimes it's actually laying on its side. But if we put the two triangular bases, top and bottom, then it would be the side length here would be the height of the triangle. And so I'm the triangular prism. So I can go ahead and do my multiplication to the side to see what 12 times 13 is. And when I add it, I get 156. So the volume is 156. And now that this is the 3D shape, it is cubic centimeters. So we have found our answer choice C here.